Map awareness is one of the most important things in COD besides aiming, which is why I have 6 different tips that helps your favorite content creators get easy nukes in Black Ops 6. No time wasted, getting straight into it. Tip number 1, you must know the spawns. Knowing the spawns is probably what's going to set up every other thing on this list. Learning spawns is actually not hard depending on how frequently you play maps. You just got to pay attention to where your team is spawning at, and remember that the enemies are spawning opposite to that. Let's look at a visual example real quick. Started with a simple map. This is Nuketown. Let's say your team is spawning behind Yellow House. Enemy team spawning behind Green House. These will always be the main spawns unless one team pushes up too far. Like if someone in your team was to push and watch this side of the spawn. Most of the time, if it's just 1 or 2 teammates, they will spawn back bunker. Now, if y'all all push up, they're either gonna spawn Jeep or they're gonna completely flip depending on who's back here. The same thing can happen if the enemies are pushing your team, but behind the Yellow House, y'all are either gonna spawn main spawn or y'all are gonna spawn sandbox. Or if they happen to push up, same thing applies, y'all will spawn Jeep. So to sum up everything I just said, these are the main spawns, these are the alternate spawns, and this is where the enemies will spawn if your team is on both sides of the map like so. Now, the more frequently you play, the more you will understand what I'm talking about. This usually comes naturally with paying attention and playing the game a lot. Now, once you understand spawns, you can proceed into tip 2, which is knowing the common rush routes. Now that you know exactly where they are spawning at, pay attention to the common places they go to exit their spawn. Let's look at Nuketown's layout again. Let's say the enemies are spawning back yellow. Most times, everyone is just trying to get to the middle of the map because that's where all the action is. I would say there are 5 different routes they can take to get to mid-map: front door, top window, right side yellow, garage, and left side yellow. Now, to get y'all to understand what I'm talking about more, this is Yellow House. Look, say my spawn here. There's only 5 ways they can come out of. They either gonna come from front door, top window, over here. This is right side. That's what I mean by right side yellow. Garage or left side yellow. Now, this is just knowing the map. Now, I know most times people are not going to jump out this window. They just going to sit there and just pre-aim like these. The most common routes would be in here, garage, or someone's up here. Those are the 3 places that is high in traffic when it comes to the enemies when they're on this side. Now, don't get it twisted. They will come over here. And they will come over here. Now, say if I'm coming out the house right here, right? This is the start of the game. No one has reached mid-map yet. I can sit right here. I know they're going to come over here because most likely they run out and they come over here. This is just knowing the map. I can jump up here, pre-aim garage. You just got to know how to position yourself. This all comes with practice. Once you start playing a lot and understanding where they're gonna be at, you can see how to position yourself. After playing for so long, you understand what I'm talking about. The only way you can understand, you can't just click on this video, never have played COD before, and understand what I'm talking about right now. Now, I decided to use Nuketown because it's the most simplest map. But yeah, you got to know the common routes. You simply load up the game, you come out here, boom. All right. So it looks like they mostly coming out of here, someone camping right there. Over here, like now you know the common routes. Then you learn, okay, people sometimes will go in those areas. There's only 5 areas they can come out of. Now we're gonna go over to greenhouse too. I'm not just gonna leave y'all hanging with just yellow house. Say you spawn yellow house, your team spawn here. The common routes for greenhouse, same thing. Front door, they like this front door. They will sit right here and pre-aim right here. This is why you don't want to like just peek right here, because there's some you can just get shot from there. Some might pop up behind the sign. They love this front door. They love this window, especially on greenhouse. They love it more than over there. They love this garage. These are the spots you really need to be watching for. Now look, I'm gonna even show y'all a different map. Skyline, boom. Common routes right here across the way, right here, coming out here and coming through here. That's when you're on this side. They're gonna mostly come from here. They mostly gonna come from here, and they mostly gonna come up top. Another place, they gonna be on this little side up here up top too. Rarely would they come right here, and that's really the only place. You can go under too, but rarely people go under there anymore. But yo, those are the common spots, really, just here, there, up top, and sometimes over here. They rarely would come over here. Same thing for the other side. Up top again, these stairs, that's crucial. Bar side again, and they rarely come through here. This is why when I'm on this side and I'm pushing this way, I come over here, because they rarely even come down here, so it's like kind of a little sneaky place to run up. All right, that was a lot on common rush routes, but the next tip is the enemies are positioned where the teammates are not. This is map awareness 101. I shouldn't even have to get too deep into this one. Now look at this map. Say this is you and your team's positioning. Think of it as the enemies are going to be everywhere but there. Now let's go a bit more advanced. Say some of your team is positioned in some of the common routes and positions of the enemies. Instead of looking at the common routes where you usually would look where the teammates aren't at and look where they're not looking, such as garage and Jeep. Now, if you do not see anyone there, you can choose to push up or hold your position. Just know if you push up, there's a high risk for a spawn flippage. And remember, if anyone comes through these two spots, the teammates will deal with them, or they might get dealt with, which is when a teammate death marker will come up on the map. When you see this, you can know that somebody is probably there, or that position is not being held by a teammate no longer. Another thing is listen where those gunshots came from. Then you can better understand where the teammate died from. Once you put all that together, you can know the exact position of the enemy. Now, tip number 4, you want to position yourself by cover most of the time. Now, using everything I just taught you, you want to always be by cover, right? I can kind of be by cover, so if I'm getting beamed, I can easily just go back. You want to utilize head glitches as much as possible. That's a cheat code. So say I'm right here and somebody right here. Now, I can crouch down, but it does leave my head open. They could just pop me. But if they're more longer range, like over there, if they're like right here, then I can kind of do something like that, crouch spamming. That way they don't just smacking my head repeatedly. Or I can drop shot behind it, go like this, and now it's like it's hard to hit me. How you gonna hit somebody behind the sofa like this when they right here? But look, say if they long range and I'm on a head glitch, this is gonna be hard to hit me because the recoil gonna be jumping like crazy. They open, I'm not. You always kind of want to move cover to cover. I'm not saying you can't smoke somebody when you're not in cover. Like if I'm running right here and it's so convenient that somebody is standing right here, and they just run out at the same time that I run out, of course I'm gonna have to shoot them. I'm not going, oh snap, I'm not in cover, let me run back, shoot it. Nah, bro. If it is a convenience that someone else is right there, y'all both out of cover, just take the gunfight, bro. Drop shot if you got to. You can use movement too. That's a whole different video I got coming out. Movement guide. That's the next step. After you learn these, this is COD 101 right here. Always head glitching though. Like, say somebody down there, you want to go like this. Instead of coming out like this, full body exposed, or coming out like this, you can really just come out like this. Just, you don't want the recoil to jump too much, just tap it. We on a little head glitch too that can make it more, they probably not even gonna see right there. Pretty self-explanatory. Try and be by cover most of the time. Simple. Now, tip number 5 is know when to rotate positions. Now I got a live game analyzation right here on me rotating positions when it's time. As we can see right here, somebody has ran up, I gunned him, and look, I'm instantly moving up to the top. I did this because I know he's gonna spawn back there, and he's gonna instantly try to get to me because he know I killed him right there. Look, I'm moving again. Look, that's 3 people I just downed right there. 4th one coming. Hold on, y'all gonna see. Look, smoked him. See, now I gotta move. I gotta get up out of there because nah, bro, I just killed like 4 people in the same area. I know they're gonna come rushing. I got up out of there. Look, I'm back in my own spawn now. Y'all be saying I'm playing scary and I'm not rushing like your favorite content creators because I don't reverse boost. This is how I look in a real lobby. This is how you must play in a real lobby. You just gotta know when it's time to sit and you can just build up your kills, but you gotta know when you gotta move out of certain situations. Like in the clip, I knew to move out there because I knew they were on their way to kill me, and most of my teammates were not nearby. That's how you know when you gotta move. When none of the teammates are nearby and it's just you and they finna jump, you get up out of there. Simple positioning tips. Now on to the last and final tip. It's not really a map awareness or positioning tip. It's just a trick that I recommend you insert into your play style. Tip number 6, you should bait the teammates. Now I know with this one, you're not really caring for your team, but listen, half of the time they don't even know what's going on. They end up getting smoked anyways. So why not allow them to get dropped with purpose? As we can see in this clip, I'm just sitting top window right here and I'm not really pushing up yet. Now watch how the teammate is moving up on the map right here. You see how the teammate's moving up on the left side to the Jeep? I waited for that exact moment to push up and now I'm up on the map. So I baited the teammates in order to see if any enemies were in that area of the map. And as y'all saw, there was no one there, which I kind of knew, but I still baited them just to, I didn't get smoked when it could have been easily avoided. Now that is 6 tips on how you can improve your map awareness and positioning in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Just like the aiming video, if you use all these tips I provided for you in this video, you will go on higher kill streaks, you will smoke any tryhard that come your way, and you will be an overall better player than you was before. And if you haven't got any nukes, if you use all these tricks correctly, you will get your first nuke in no time. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it truly helped you understand Black Ops 6 map awareness and positioning a lot more better. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and subscribe to my channel if you want to continue to see more Black Ops 6 tips and tricks.